Hi everyone, welcome back. This is LOBA Speaks and I am your host, Oluwato Great. In today's episode, we'll be talking about alignment and refinement. This is episode 3, and if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for joining us. Do not forget to subscribe, leave us a comment and a like. But if you're listening on Spotify, do not forget to give us a follow and a 5-star rating. So, as I mentioned, today I would love to talk about alignment and refinement. But before we get into that, I would really love to give a shout out to Bob Berry. He actually got me this pop filter that I really appreciate. It's my first time using it. I had a bit of a struggle trying to make it fit on the mic and the stand, but I think I got a hang of it. I think as we're going along, my setup would improve. But yeah, I hope you guys like the new look and feel of it. Let me know what you think about it in the comment section. Today, I'd really love to talk about alignment. Let me just get comfortable because this is like one of my favorite things to talk about. Alignment and refinement. What does those two words actually mean? Alignment to me means that once you've let go and you are sure that you're ready to become who you're destined to be, things fall into place. You're just always at the right place at the right time with the right people in the right energy, in the right frequency, even when it doesn't feel like it. And refinement definitely is being refined, being retouched, renewed, and realigned on your path and on the journey that you're in. And every single day when I wake up, I try to get in alignment. And what does that mean? What does it mean for you to wake up and get into alignment before you step out? It means doing the rituals that help you feel at your best and highest level when you wake up in the morning. That can be praying, meditating, journaling, or just being still. And one thing I love about alignment is that it will cancel out hustle. It will cancel out chasing. It will cancel out uncertainty and bring you clarity and bring you peace and bring you enlightenment. So let's get into it. I'm so excited for this topic. So story time. As you may or may not know, I actually grew up in South Africa, and although I'm skinnier now, but I've always been skinny, right? Actually, I've always been skinny, and then I got chubby, and then I got skinny again. But now I'm a bit skinnier than the recent times before I relocated to Nigeria. So back in South Africa, I used to chase castings like nobody's business. Listen, I would be on my phone, I would join modeling groups, I would literally walk into modeling agencies, no matter how big or small that they were back there, and just tell them to accept me. Like, just take me as I am. I'm a model. I want to model. Even as a kid, I've been called like Agbane Darego. Please. But yeah, modeling has always been a theme, if I can call it that, in my journey in my life. And I remember I would literally chase castings, literally chase video castings, editorials, and runway. I got a few of them, but the fact that I was chasing so much, I was running after them so much, even paying some agents to book me was insane. I mean, I see it in retrospect and I'm like, wow, all of that was me being out of alignment. Like, I was in huge misalignment, and I got more rejections than I got a yes, we want to work with you. And it's looking at things now, it's so much more different, because again, I feel like because I've went through so many lessons in life, and I had to learn about patience, and I had to learn about self-preservation and being sure of who I am. Literally, modeling, castings, gigs are attracted to me. I no longer have to chase. Now, back then, I would even write emails, guys. Like, it was crazy. So sometimes we operate right from a place of desperation, because we have these deep desires of who we want to be, where we want to go, how we want to be perceived, the things that we want to bring into our life. But we forget that it all starts from the inside, it all starts from within. And again, how do you refine yourself from within? And that is getting into alignment. When you want to get into alignment, you need to be sure that, again, the biggest part of these things that I preach is surrendering, right? If you want to work with the universe, you want to work with God, you want to co-create your reality with the universe, you cannot be the main pilot. You are the assistant pilot at this point, because God is the know-all be-all, right? He's seen it all, lived it all, and he even knows what your desires are. And if you want to drag the steering wheel from him, it's going to cause confusion, it's going to cause misalignment, it's going to cause anxiety, it's going to cause you to always find yourself hustling. Again, I mentioned that one thing I love about alignment is it will take you out of that hustling loop and put you in a more peaceful tunnel, because now that you are in alignment, there's clarity. You know that this is what I want, and these are the steps I need to take to move forward and achieve my goals and my dreams and bring my manifestations into life. So going back to the story of when I was modeling in South Africa, the biggest gig that I actually got was to do a pop-up with South African Fashion Week, right? And this is leading me somewhere. South African Fashion Week in Brooklyn Mall. And I had to skip exams as well as work, because I was working and going to school at the same time. I didn't fail the classes, but I had issues at work. And I know that doing that particular gig was going to give me a head start for my portfolio. It was huge for me. But I did the gig, I submitted the form, I got picked, I got the email, and I went for the casting, I got picked, and I worked, right? I missed exams and work for like 3 days, particularly for that. And I worked with so many beautiful designers. But you know what's so crazy? And this is the part that I had to sit myself down and talk myself into alignment for. I've actually lost all the pictures from that particular gig that was so huge for me. It was on my old phone before moving here, and it was also on my Instagram, right? So I had proof that I've done this before. But guess what? Because God wants to refine everything about me, and he wants my energy to speak for me, as opposed to me fighting for castings, going for castings, rushing for castings, stopping my life for modeling castings. God took away that same Instagram when I got to Nigeria. So I didn't even have proof of the pictures. I didn't have the only thing that I have right now is just the email that confirmed that I was picked after I submitted my form for this. So I had a conversation with someone, and they were like, oh, actually no, modeling agency looking to cast 23-year-olds. And we joked around about my age, because I'm way older than 23 years old. And it was like, yeah, you said you've modeled before. Let me actually see some of the work you've done before. And I was like, I don't have any images I can show you right now. The one I would actually love to show you, I've already lost them. And he was like, oh, try to get them back. And to me, in that moment, I just thought, you know what, you just have to go and see, you're just going to have to take my word for it, like that I've worked with SA Fashion Week before, you know. And to me, that just made me think again about how when God wants to restore and refine you, he's definitely going to remove those things that you even find so dear to yourself, right? And again, when I think about those moments and those pictures and those castings, it just makes me remember that I was hustling so much for castings. I wasn't in alignment with what I was even desiring. I was fighting against the tides because I was so desperate. I was operating from a place of desperation, and most of us tend to do that when we want something so bad and almost don't even have the faith to back it up. You just know, I want this, and these are the steps I'm going to take to achieve them. But if you don't step back and detach from the fact that you are hustling so hard to get what you want, you are going to be in misalignment. And once you're in misalignment, it's going to feel like things are being delayed. You're putting in so much work and not receiving so much in return. So it just brings me back now to fast forward to when I'm now in Nigeria, and the amount of people that approach me and tell me they want to work with me, they want to collaborate with you, like in terms of like music videos and just like pictures and editorials and stuff, is overwhelming, and I really appreciate it. But it was making me think like, wow, back then I had to be the one to like introduce myself and let people know that I'm interested, and if you know about this and that, let me know. Whereas now it's such a contradicting reality, in the sense that I feel like I've gotten into alignment, right? And things just flow to me. Hence I'm saying that alignment will definitely cancel out hustle. Alignment will cancel out forcing. Alignment will cancel out chasing. Once you are in alignment, when you are where you're supposed to be, around the environment you're supposed to be at, around the people you're supposed to be at, opportunities will just literally fall on your laps. The desires will start desiring you. Everything that you're seeking will start seeking you. But if you are stuck in a space mentally, emotionally, even physically, it is too difficult for you to even obtain and observe the opportunities that are around you. You can miss out on so many things because you're so focused on chasing than attracting. So when it comes to alignment and wanting to be on the right path, in the right place at the right time, one of the things, or one of the few things, or the few things actually, that I have come to realize and observe is you have to detach. You have to understand that as much as you have desires, you can only but co-create with the universe, God, and any other higher power that you believe in is the one in the driver's seat, and you are the human that's experiencing all these desires that you can definitely acquire, that can actually unfold in the most beautiful ways than you imagine. But you have to learn to put your desires out there, and that equals to surrendering to the outcome. Yes, you want a positive outcome, but do not hold on so tightly to it. Do not think you're going to know the right agents to talk to, like I thought I was doing. Do not think you have to have the right connections all the time, be it the right place and the right time. When you're in alignment, you're just automatically in the right place at the right time, in the right frequency, in the right energy, attracting the right opportunities to yourself. And another formula to this is immense faith, just knowing that it's all going to work out in my favor regardless. If modeling is still something that is huge for my life, for my destiny, it will come to me. I don't have to force it. I don't have to chase it. I don't have to speak on it all the time. I just have to know that it's my desire and it's going to come to me. And all of these people that do approach me now for these opportunities, one of them is going to click in the most unimaginable way. So it's just like when you're in business as well, and you go to so many meetings and you're meeting so many people and nothing is clicking. Just sit back, check yourself. Where is my faith lying? Where is my trust lying? And where am I in alignment? And what does being in alignment mean to me? Again, to me, it means surrendering and just letting God know what my desires are and what I would love, and visualizing and trusting and just waiting also. I think a lot of us get tired during the waiting season, which is a whole new topic on its own. But I just want to just stay on track for this one right now, in the sense that alignment is a beautiful thing. And when things start clicking as they should, it will feel like you are flowing and floating in a state of receiving. And that's another beautiful topic as well, the topic of learning how to receive and allowing your nervous system know that it's okay to receive. But I think the first steps are being in alignment and knowing that everything doesn't have to be hard and difficult. And if I don't put in so much, if I don't chase, if I don't wake up and submit my CV here, submit my portfolio here, I will never get a gig, I will never get a job. No, that's I've come to the realization that that's not how it works. And I hope my little story time inspires someone to just take a few breaths and understand that once you live in alignment, there's no need to chase. You will always attract, and you will always get what you want at the right time. So yes, that's it from me for this episode. Let me know what your thoughts are. Again, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Do not forget to subscribe, leave us a comment and a like. And if you are listening on Spotify, thank you so much for joining us. Do not forget to give us a 5-star rating, and I will catch you in the next episode. Bye.